Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
He said the line! He said the line! James. You're incredible. You're a G. $25 freaking months, my dude. That's insane. Bradley. Eating some crackers. Delicious crackers. Dude, Castle, that is amazing. That's exactly how you get good at redstone. What build did you make? And then what did you change about it? Insider Scoop, what are you doing today? Not really sure yet. TBH, I'm eating crackers. That's what I'm doing. I got a computer I need to fix. It was a taller bamboo farm, but when bamboo grew high enough, it fired off all of the other pistons for all the other bamboo, and I didn't like that. Dude, that's awesome. I don't know why you would build that design and not the patented Nims design, but, you know, we can't all be perfect, I guess. How do you think that happened? I have no idea. Nimsy Poo, say hi to me. It's lonely up here. Hi, Bradley. I don't know how you would describe the size of this room, because it's a circle. 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks out. So a little 3x3 in the center. 4 blocks out on all sides. And then, I don't know, a 5 wall. And then one, I don't even know. 1, 2, 2. I've modified it so much, I don't know. But that's how big it is. What are these dogs in minecarts? They're running my... Oh, you know what we should do today? We should add a bunch of on-off switches to everything. That's what we should do today. They run my skeleton grinder. So underneath this cobblestone slab, right under here, is a skeleton spawner. Those skeletons spawn, fall into some water streams, and then go up a bubble elevator. They go across this little, I don't know, bridge, and then fall down here, which leaves them at exactly 1 HP. Wolves, being owned by the player, then attack the skeletons, and because they are owned by the player, the skeleton drops experience. Which means that while I'm AFK, I could just be sitting here, getting experience, while I'm napping, or watching a show. And that's how I hit level 321. I could also work on enclosing most of this so that way we can actually live in this area. We could put up walls all the way around it. I need to get the sugarcane and the bamboo moved in. Where'd he come from? I need to get the sugarcane and the bamboo moved over here. Maybe we play with like a villager breeder zombie thing. Maybe we use eyebrows to kill. Here, let's take a look at that. Sure, that's what we're gonna do. Okay. You hate guardians? Why do you hate guardians, Uskal? Are Minecraft still able to derail? I don't think so. I have no idea how that happened. And I have no idea how long that had been happening either. Like, a wandering villager doing something? I don't know. Or a trader? I didn't mean to hit that one. No. No. Okay. I think I got it all. I mean, I got inspiration from you. It has a note block. Yeah. That's how you handle that quasi-connectivity garbage. How's it going, Redstone Dragon? I'd like to buy some apples if you have some to sell. Nope. Somewhere over here, we should have... Yes. And I got a mending book while I was AFK. Rowie Gaming? Remember No 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 Now Boy? Yeah. Why'd your account get deleted? Mending. Oh, that's a clean mending book. It's freaking lit. Okay. I want to try to infect a villager and then cleanse said villager. Yeah. Which means Eyebrow's gonna have a guest. Sure, that works. Yeah, listen to that saxophone. Excuse you, Torch. I've not derailed in a cart a long time. I didn't think it was possible. I didn't think it was possible either. I was off by one. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. He just became a fisher. Which means he saw a barrel somewhere. I don't know where he saw the barrel. Alright. Oh. Nice. Now Eyebrows is gonna die. Go attack him. Okay, Eyebrows is safe. How do we get a villager to die via zombie without letting the zombie move? Is this like an actual thing that we need to set up? El Mango showed off a new 116 fish farm using the new open waters nerf, and it's huge. I'm actually curious. I played around with it last night, and I had some progress. But I never came to anything. Okay. Yes, we know what the problem is. Yep, this is very, very similar to what I built last night. But I couldn't figure out a way to detect the hopper.
Water, air, technically also water-locked blocks. They don't have a hitbox. So yeah, the AFK fish farm that we have here meets those conditions, but it's not as efficient as the old fish farms anymore because we can't have any bobber detection, so we don't know when we actually catch fish. So
This is actually exactly what I was speculating. I didn't want to build one on a timer. Because I was looking at it and I was like, yo, you can't. So to my knowledge, there are 3 ways of detecting a bobber. Okay? You have the tripwire hook, or well, the string into a tripwire hook. You have a pressure plate, and then sitting on top of the water, but then you also have the ability to pressure plate under the water as well, which is interesting, and not very many people know that you could do that as a way to detect your bobber in a fishing farm. So you levitate your water above a pressure plate, and then when the fish hits the bobber, it pulls the bobber out of the levitating water, and then it falls onto the pressure plate below, and then you could use that to detect your bobber. You could use that to detect a fish. So I was like, okay, what if we levitate our bobber? Or levitate our water above a pressure plate. I don't know if I have the world. I might have deleted it. I did delete it. So I was like, what if we levitate our water above a bunch of pressure plates, and then we take the pressure plate outputs, and then we can use that to determine when the player catches a fish. We'll have to have some sort of brute force small timer to determine when the bobber gets cast, and then to add the right-click override item. But this is, I mean, I built a pool just like this pool. I used a clip system like this where you throw your bobber out, it clips against the wall, and then falls straight down, so it's in the center of a 5x5x2 thing of water. I did basically all of this, but I couldn't figure out how to detect the bobber, because if you levitate the water above pressure plates, it's no longer considered open water. You have to have 2 thick water and a 5x5, so it's got to be 5x5x2 of water. So I was right there. I just didn't brute force time it like this.
That we actually at this point of time get a fish. So by using the lure enchantment, we can reduce the amount of time it takes to get a fish down to 15 seconds. There we just got one. So basically we have a chance to get a fish between 5 and 15 seconds. So what we do now, we have the old AFK fish farm setup here. And additionally now a clock that would activate every 6 point something seconds and causes the player to reel in the bobber again. And yeah, sometimes we get a fish or a treasure even, but most of the time we don't get one. But it's not a problem with the durability of the fishing rod, so you could still have a manning fishing rod. It only takes durability if you actually get a fish, and then you also get some XP to repair it. So this could run.
Yeah, that's basically exactly what I was looking at. And then I was like, well, you can't use tripwire hooks and string. You can't use a pressure plate above, and you can't use a pressure plate below. The only way that I think that you could do this is to brute force the timer. And whenever I had that thought, I was like, nope, I'm not gonna do it. I wish I still had my world from last night, because it looked exactly like what's in his video. It's super complex. I hope that's a meme, because that was the most basic thing I think I've seen in a long time. It's just a trapdoor. It's just a old school style fish farm. We've got a villager out running about the world. Okay, you're dead. I want to get some more golden carrots, so we need to figure out a way. I get the hiccups. Way huge too. I mean, yeah, that's just gonna happen with the 3x5 requirement, or the 5x5x2 requirement. It's just gonna happen. What? How are you doing, Ems? I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for asking. Oh, that's one that we don't have to do any fancy clicking on. Oof. Oof. Okay, maybe we don't pull out that many pumpkins next time. Delicioso. Oh, didn't use any melons, though. I didn't know that about the Bedrock Edition. I mean, I really don't know anything about the Bedrock Edition, so you could flex on me with knowledge about it all day long, and I won't know any of it. So... Okay. I want a way to infect zombies. I want a way to infect villagers and then cleanse them. So I have to be able to pull the villager. I have to be able to put the villager in and out into this one spot. If this goes through, nobody will ever build Treasure Fish Farm in survival again outside of Flex. I wonder what your odds of hitting a fish are. Because it's just on a brute force timer. So your odds are going to be significantly lower. I wonder what those odds are. Depending on how good or bad those odds are, I think that we still might see some of them get built because of enchanted books. Enchanted books are just so strong. And even if it's a 1/6 lower rate, like 10% the rates of what it used to be, I think we still might see them get built just because of how strong enchanted books are. Oh, I need to update the title. I'm 322 now. Oh, yeah. Got it. Have them attack through the corner of a block, maybe? Maybe. The book rate on that farm is something like 0.01% per hour. Well, that you can't have a percentage as a rate. But I understand your point. It's gonna be low, for sure. And it will have crap rates. Okay, let's try again. Sorry for the percentage. In that video, they had done the math for the rates. It's about 50 items per hour, and books are less than 1 an hour. Yeah, that sounds about right. Dude, as he whips through here, he must be seeing the barrel. Where'd he go? Oh, cheater! Okay, let's try again. These should all die in one hit, and thus not affect much. Okay. Excuse you. You have a pickaxe, why are you mining rails with your hands? Because my pickaxe is too quick. How did he... Well, now he's inside there with him. And Eyebrows isn't attacking him. Well, that's not quite what I meant to do. And that's why I don't use the pickaxe. It's way too quick. I'm stuck on a block that doesn't exist. Where'd he go? Anybody know where that villager went? I figure if we sleep, at some point he's gonna try to visit his workstation, which is the barrel, and then we'll be able to murder him at his workstation. And see, one of these barrels here should be his workstation. Well, there he is. Dude had more health than I give him credit for. So, how do you get a zombie to attack the villager? Can we give the zombie, like, a sword? A sword? Do I want him to have a sword? Because whenever I'm pushing him around... No, I don't want him to have a sword. I have to, like, body push him around, and I don't want him swinging on me even harder. Okay. So how do we do this? How long have you had this world for? Stats. 19.26 days. But we built a lot of AFK machines, so I AFK in this world quite frequently. I bet I've actively been playing in this world for, you know, only 5 days of playtime. Must they be empty-handed? I don't think so. They need to have eye contact and the villager can't move anywhere. So being inside the same block doesn't work. Let's try that. No, I just wanted you out a little bit, not a lot bit. I don't know. How does he immediately get the barrel and become a fisherman? Well, that sucked. Okay, looks like we're going forward another block. Look, all these villagers being sacrificed in the name of science. Oof. Let's try this one. Oof. They're in there. We know they're in there. Let's go get our fishing rod. As far as the playlist goes, lo-fi on YouTube. It's just literally the lo-fi chill beats to study and relax to on YouTube. Oh, come on. This is some hocus pocus here. There we go. And see, he immediately becomes a fisherman. I mean, I'm assuming that he can see one of my barrels. I mean, that he has to. But how can he see it from down there? Water ends up avoiding cramming, I believe. And we tried that once, and it got real squirrely real quick. Oh, hey. Now he's a dude. Well, that did work. So how do we get him back out? How set the stone brick to some sort of slab? Okay. And we're just testing right now. This is obviously not going to be permanent. Uh-huh. It's not very nice. But how do you get out exactly the one guy?
understand them. It's people I don't understand. You see, Alana, it's time for me to leave here.
All right. No. No. Well, he either lives or dies right here. All right. So how do we do this? How do we convert villagers in bulk? So we moved them right here. No, I didn't. This is why I don't use the pickaxe. That's way too fast. Okay, you, eyebrows, come here. No! Okay. Woo-hoo-hoo! So I have a couple of questions still. Yeah. All right. So we have a couple of questions. If we cleanse this villager, here, let's get a composter. Yeah. Let's get a composter. We don't have any composters. We need a splash potion of weakness and a golden apple. So gold. Oh god, we just have no gold. Well, wait. Yeah, we got gold. Well, let's just make all of them. Okay, we've got 3 golden apples to play with. And there's a very real chance that I need to make a golden apple, or a gold farm. Oh, you know what I just realized? This guy could have despawned. It's a good thing he didn't. You could cure him in there and then just open up with a boat outside. It has to be something that it can be easily repeatable. Like, I don't want me to have to do anything. I want to send a villager in, have him get murdered. I want to be able to push a button after he's done getting murdered, and then he gets moved out. Yo, did it happen again? Look at all the items there. Oh, well that kind of makes sense. And you're definitely getting murdered. You stop my hopper minecart. I might pick up that leather. Yeah. So we should probably enclose this. That's what I imagine broke it. Whenever we started the stream today, the hopper minecart was just sitting on the ground. I assume it was something to do with wandering traders. So we should definitely enclose that. Are you thinking one villager at a time or lots of villagers? I mean, I need lots of villagers. It'll be a temporary thing. So I guess it doesn't have to be perfect, because we, the player, will be modifying it greatly. Or interacting with it frequently. I need, what, 2 clerics or librarians here and here. I want a series of blacksmiths over here. 1 for each of the tool types. What else would we want? I also have a mending librarian, which I've traded with to lock in his trade. If I infect him and then cleanse him, does he have the same trade? That's kind of what I want to test here and now. There's also another question of, when you cleanse them, do they stay in the minecart? That would be a good thing. Is he going for a villager with gold boots or something? The gold boots will get dropped down on the ground whenever he gets converted, if they are a droppable item. I want a bunch of zombie villager, ex-zombie villager trades, so that way I can get some sick deals on selling them like potatoes and carrots and stuff. And we're going to have a bunch of villagers spread out through our base. So who buys, out of the stuff in this room, who buys rotten flesh? I guess that's where we're at. We could also do, let's see, string is from spiders. We'll have a ton of that. We could do a rotten flesh trade and then a Fletcher and sell the string. So let's look up villager trades real quick. Villager trades Minecraft. Cleric buys rotten flesh. Okay, and who buys... I think somebody buys string. And somebody else... And then somebody buys wool as well. Armorer. Yeah, see, he'll buy coal and he'll buy iron. And that's what we need. I don't really care about anything else. Well, he went into the ground. And he became a fisherman and not... Where did you see a composter? He might still be locked in, or excuse me, where did he see a barrel? He might still be locked into his previous role. And so let's... A shepherd buys wool and cleric buys rotten flesh. And then a fisherman buys string and sticks? Yeah, there's string. Okay. So right now we're on... Okay, I can't distract myself. Cleric buys rotten flesh. He also buys gold. He also buys glass bottles. I didn't know that they had that. And he also buys nether wart. He's actually kind of sick. Rotten flesh, gold, glass bottles, nether wart are all something that's relatively... Oh, wait, that's bedrock. Never mind. Rotten flesh, gold, glass bottles, nether wart in Java as well. Okay, yeah, no, they're actually kind of sick. And then they sell redstone, which is awesome. So we definitely want a cleric. Workstations can detect... I mean, but then why would he not detect the composter? And why would he detect the barrel? I hate my life for having to do this. Hopefully that was the barrel he saw. And we could also try it with that one. Nope. Still a fisher. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. This is just a testing villager. Okay, let's lock in this dude's trades. Wait, he has a different trade. That means he found a different barrel. What? Okay, let's just go get a barrel. That'll make this easier. Barrels, where you be? I don't think I've got any. And I want to... Oh, yeah, no, there's some. Sick. Okay, we're just... I'm totally okay with letting all of those items just disappear for forever. Okay, what is he doing now? Where's your barrel trade? Where's this barrel that you see? Well, he just swapped over again. I don't know where he keeps finding these barrels. I'll just put them back. I'll just test him with the frickin' string trade. It's whatever. Might as well get my money worth, right? Iron storage barrel? Maybe he's seeing these two barrels? I don't know. But it doesn't matter. We'll just go ahead and check him. Okay, now he's locked in. He'll forever be a fisherman. Right? Okay, now let's murder him. All right. Murder him, please, Eyebrows. Eyebrows, please get on the murdering. He swings on him once and then does nothing. Okay, well clearly this system isn't super great. How do we do this better? Maybe lower the zombie. The villager head might be inside the slab. Maybe it needs to be a 3 wide area. All right, there, eyebrows. Getting a little cheeky with me. Maybe it needs to be a 3 wide area. Push this guy in. Okay, there's absolutely no reason he can't be attacking him right now. Okay. So now how do we get this guy back? So it pops him out of the minecart. Do we just send the minecart back in? Alright. So we need to cleanse him a second time. And then what? We just chill? Blubber gum redeemed hydrate. Where's my water bottle? I actually have my water bottle today. Cheers, man. Hydro homies. He's targeting you, so he stops attacking the villager. Oh god, Bradley with another hydrate. Thanks, guys. And Christopher. Oh, you're killing me. Delicious. Okay, so let's finish. Let's get this positioned in a way that we can see. And then... So we want... Fisherman. See, I believe we want a fisherman. Because Doodle buy string, raw cod. I thought he also bought sticks. Or is that a Fletcher? He doesn't sell anything that we want. Let's try the Fletcher and see what he does. Sticks for emeralds. String for emeralds. And then he can also sell you tipped arrows. So you could do string and sticks for emeralds. And you could get tipped arrows. How good are tipped arrows in Minecraft? Regen swiftness, fire resistance, healing, night vision, strength. It doesn't look like the tipped arrows are all that good. I mean, to have a bunch of... Say we're fighting the Wither, and we wanted to tip arrow of poison. Can the Wither even be poisoned? Can you use them with Infinity? Yes, but they're still consumed. So the Infinity is irrelevant. The bow treats them like... An Infinity bow treats the tipped arrow like a regular arrow. Like it doesn't have Infinity. So the only one that looks even remotely reasonable is the arrow of poison. Or of harming. Either or. Slash the potion or the arrow of healing if you're fighting some sort of undead monster. But yeah, these don't look very good, and the inventory management of them looks like a nightmare. But still, the ability to sell sticks and strings is pretty lit. Okay, where's the cleric? No. Control F. Oh, well. There it is. Cleric buys rotten flesh, buys gold, buys glass bottle, buys netherwort, and he'll sell redstone. He sells redstone and ender pearls. So it's definitely a cleric. And there's our dude back. And see, this is why we were doing it, because the trade got even cheaper again. Can I do this another time? So it's currently at 7. This is a little bit cruel, isn't it? It definitely seems like once we get this set up, we want there to be a... We want Eyebrows to have a sword to make that quicker. Alright. I think we need to make one more splash potion, don't we? Of weakness. Is he still there? Good. And then we need to make it a splash potion of weakness. I try putting a trapdoor instead of a slab for where the villager goes in the minecart. Like here? Okay. 2 more hydrates. Villager trades are easier to see here. Oh god, this is... Okay, it's just a giant infographic. Sure. Thanks for getting me a clean link. Okay. Potion should be done. Throw some gunpowder at it. Get some, what, like a trap door, you said? We'll try a trap door. Yeah, I want to kill you. 10% chance. It's like 11% chance to give me his trident. And he did not give me his trident. I am sad. Oh wait, why didn't I grab... Alright, so we're cleansing him again. While he does that, let's take a nap. Librarians are also good. Here, let's get a bunch of signs. I want to start figuring out where we're going to be placing all of these dudes. He needs barrels to unlock his trades again. Right. The problem is I don't know where his barrel's at. Okay, so anyway. He said try a trap door right there. Oi, stop. Coronavirus. It's actually COVID-19. I've already had the coronavirus. I've had one of the coronaviruses. If you lock him in a box, he'll lose his trade. If it's not locked, then you can change him or kill him or whatever. But I've already locked in his trade. I've already traded with him once, so it's locked in. I mean, we could probably rotate out this guy. Maybe rotate in a barrel, and he'll see this is his workstation, so he'll reset. Since he is locked in as a fisher now. Okay. Anyway. So we know we've got our 2 farmers done. So let's figure this out like this. So we know... This is my whiteboard right here. So we know that we're going to want... I don't care. Shepherd doesn't matter. I also like how this infographic includes their workstations. That's actually super nice. We've already done the farmer, so done, check, off, right? I want to be able to see him. We're not going to do a shepherd. We're not doing a butcher. Leather worker buys leather, sells leather, sells leather. Yeah, definitely not a leather worker. A fisherman is a maybe. I mean, buying cod, buying salmon is 3 trades. That's a crap ton of emeralds. Maybe. We'll put a maybe on the fisherman. Maybe fisherman. Cleric is rotten flesh. It's rotten flesh. Redstone. Gold. Glowstone, but I don't know if glowstone's all that important. But I don't feel like going to the nether all the time. So I like the glowstone trade. Glass bottles. Ender pearls and nether wart. And, I mean, definitely 2 clerics. Definitely 2 clerics, right? Because of the rotten flesh trade. I mean, conversely, yeah, because we're just gonna have so many clerics or so much rotten flesh that we need to sell out. Definitely 2x clerics. Okay, librarians. I mean, we want probably 2 librarians because we're gonna just paper, and then we want relevant enchanted book trades. And then they also sell glass, which is nice, which means I don't need to go like excavating deserts. I like 2 librarians. Oak signs are not a very nice sign to look at. Let's see, look at this. Now it's down to 1 per trade. It's still locked, though. Oh my gosh. I didn't see that. I don't know if I have 6 hydrates worth of water left. But I'll finish it. We finished the water bottle. You guys are the worst. But actually the best. Thanks, Hydro homies. Get a cartographer. They have a chance of selling you a map to ice spikes. That'd be cool. But it's definitely... Nah. I don't care about the map. There's definitely 2 librarians to sell off the paper and get good enchanted books. And also name tags for when our fishing farm inevitably breaks. Cartographers... Nah, no cartographer. Mason. It's clay, that's smooth stone. Interesting. You can sell stone to masons. That's like one of the most basic things. The stone variants. You could like buy quartz blocks, which is pretty cool. That would make me feel considerably less guilty about building with quartz. I didn't know that this trade was a thing. Well, you could use all of the other villagers, build up a huge supply of emeralds, and then you could buy a quartz block from the mason. It's kind of cool. Nope, this is just Minecraft hardcore, MD. So the armor. Armor is definitely one of the big ones that we want to go for. Being able to sell our coal at 15 coal to an emerald, 4 iron to an emerald is pretty freaking awesome. And then down here at the bottom, we get just a full suit of diamond armor. Just no questions asked. That's such a good trade. More than that, though, it's the iron into emeralds. That's just super good. So the question is, how many armorers? Probably 2. Or do we want to go like 1 armorer and 1... Maybe we just do 1 of each, because you've got 1 armorer sells iron, or buys iron to sell diamond gear. 1 toolsmith buys iron to sell diamond tools. And then one weaponsmith buys iron to sell us diamond weapons. I think we go one of each of those. For sure. So it's a armorer, toolsmith, weaponsmith. 1x armorer. 1x toolsmith. 1x weaponsmith. Smith. Okay. And we skip the Fletcher. So buys sticks, buys string, tipped arrows. So it's the fisherman versus the Fletcher. Sticks and string. Feathers if we still had chicken farms, but we just don't use chicken farms anymore, not after a bunch of nerfs. So 6 sticks and strings would just be for emeralds. Versus the what? What was that first dude? A fisherman? So it's a Fletcher versus a fisherman. So there's string again. But this dude also buys cod and salmon. Sticks. This dude buys sticks and string. Nothing else? Okay, it's definitely the fisherman, because then we'd be able to sell off all of our string, fish. Yeah, our string and fish. He would just be an emerald dump. We just dump string, fish, and fish into him, and then we walk away with a ton of emeralds. The only problem is all of our string sits right here. Right there. And then all of our fish is kind of inside this area. So where would we put him? Like the iron golem guys, the dude that buy iron, I think they clearly sit like right here. And you just go 1, 2, 3. And then we can just pull out the iron and literally whip around and then just go trade, trade, trade. Chickens don't stay inside their containment areas very, very well, I thought. Nims, on the down at the skeleton farm, is 25 the bottom or floor of the AFK room? Refer to the video. I had it all laid out in the video. But make sure the toolsmith sells shovels. I mean, I would love it if they sold efficiency shovels and efficiency pickaxes. That way I could just buy me a bunch of pickaxes and shovels and then go insta-mine out the world and just let them break because we have real tools here. I'm working on a chicken farm right now. They're all nicely crammed into a 1-block hole. Really? I thought that they exploded out, like when they die. There was, and there was also a change to how they dropped their items, so that way I'm sure of it. I'm sure you've got me questioning myself now. Is this really how old it is? Yeah. I could have sworn these guys got broken. Because I had a great design that I gave up on. It looks just like my old chicken farm, doesn't it? And we pulse out lava, so that way we cook the chicken and not drown it. Alright, and let's conceptually say that we get a bunch of eggs. And we avoid cramming on the adult chickens because it's lined with vines. I could have sworn these broke. What are we doing? How do we do this? Is this just a comparator clock? Damn, dude, I'm so smart. It's just a comparator clock that's set up to... It's observing itself. So that way we double pulse. That way we double pulse the lava. And thus we cook the chicken and not... Okay, I'm gonna spawn me I'm gonna forcibly spawn a couple of adults. Yeah, it'll take a while. It's a 1 in 6 to get an adult. This looks a little overcomplicated. Well, this one can farm you raw chicken, cooked chicken, and eggs. If I did it right. Spawn eggs do cause problems. So what just happened? It's instantly dying upon that lava being dispensed. Like, why is... Why is that happening? Like, we could shut this off and rotate onto water. And then chicken the same way. And then I thought this broke. I mean, I have a fix here for it. But I thought that this broke because items now float in water. So I have my water on a pulse as well. So that way... See, I don't know if he drowns or if he suffocates. Clearly nothing. They used to cram or suffocate because their head would clip into the solid block above. So yeah, water blocks don't work anymore. And lava doesn't work. Yeah, 100% they broke. What are you talking about? I mean, like, I could make the delay longer for the water and then probably drown them properly. But I mean, and if you're just cramming the chicken, then I don't even know if that counts as like a proper chicken farm, you know? Because you're that's like brute forcing. Anyway. So if we want a librarian, that means that we put a librarian right here. Right? And then another librarian right there. And that way we can go... No, wait, librarians are wrong. We want those to be clerics, right? Yeah, those need to be clerics. I'm an idiot. Okay, so there's the 2 clerics. So the armor, weaponsmith, toolsmith need to go over near the iron golem, the iron storage. So armorer, weaponsmith, toolsmith. So we have an armorer, weaponsmith, and a toolsmith. Something like right here, right? So that way we can just iron and then trade them. And it intentionally grams the chickens. I don't like that, dude. That means that you're sitting on like 80 chickens because the baby chickens will spread out into the 4 corners of the block. So then you get like 20 chickens here, 20 chickens here, 20 chickens here, and 20 chickens here. Of course mine would work with cramming. But like half of the power of a chicken farm is being able to swap between cooked chicken and raw chicken. And like, I don't like the idea of just 80 chickens sitting inside of a farm. That's super noisy and super laggy. You have literally 80 entities just in your world 100% of the time, just chilling. That sounds disgusting. Disgusting! Maybe don't say that sort of thing in chat, James. Hadn't crossed my mind, but you're not wrong. So, yeah, no, I stand by what I said earlier. They got broken. Chicken auto food, only source of auto meat currently in the game. That's not even true. That's not even a little bit true. Passive mob farms exist. You can 100% make completely automatic mutton, pork chop, steak, chicken, passive mob farms. 100%. Passive mob farms have rules very similar to darkroom mob farms. Basically, there needs to be a limit on the number of passive mobs that currently exist in your world. So you need to go out and you need to kill all of the passive mobs. Then passive mobs can only spawn on grass, so like on grass blocks. So you don't want them to be spawning anywhere other than in your passive mob farm. So then you destroy all the grass in your world. And then you build a platform where the passive mobs spawn, where you want them to spawn. Then you set that platform up in a way that the mobs kill themselves, either using trapdoors, water sweepers, flying machines, etc. It doesn't matter. And now you have their raw flesh, so the raw meat, so raw beef, raw pork chop, raw chicken, etc., raw mutton. And then you could kill them somehow with fire at the very bottom, and now you have cooked flesh. Why do you want a chicken farm? Oh, I don't. I think that they're bad after all the nerfs. I was just refuting a claim that they're the only source of auto meat in the game. No, dude, but you're great, Bradley. That sounds more difficult than 20 chickens at the farm, because if you AFK, you will build a surplus of chickens. Oh, I don't, I'm not gonna argue that. Passive mob farms are a nightmare to build. Like, there's really only 2 ways that you can build them. Actually, no, there's really only... No, I'll say there's 2. Either it's like hundreds of hours destroying every block of grass around where you want it to be built, and every block of grass inside of spawn chunks. So that's a lot. Or you build them into... What happened to that tree? Did it catch on fire? Or you build them over an ocean. And then your grass problem is solved. But now you're above an ocean, you have no other natural resources near you. It's a little awkward. Did you defeat any bosses yet? I don't know. Did I defeat any bosses? I don't know. Did I defeat any bosses? Yeah, we beat the Ender Dragon a while back. And the Wither boss just the other day. And then because I have a billion totems of undying, we can pretty well say that I've also beaten... I would count raids as like one of the harder difficulty things to do in the game. I almost think raids are more difficult than the Ender Dragon fight. Like, the dragon fight is hard if you don't know what you're doing. But it's easy once you realize, okay, destroy the crystals, then shoot down the Ender Dragon. Easy, right? Raids are just actually hard. You're like 20 mobs swarming you. You've got evokers, you've got pillagers, you've got the ravagers, you've got the little flying pixie dudes that are just the worst. I think raids are actually way harder than the dragon fight, and arguably harder than the witch fight or wither fight as well. Who cares about farming passive mobs? I mean, we were just discussing it, right? Because we were talking about chicken farms. Because we were looking at villager trades, and then that got us into looking at the butcher trade. And then because we looked at the butcher trade, we saw the meat, and then that led into chicken, and then chicken farms led into conversations about passive mob farming, and here we are. The only time you need a passive mob farm is in Skyblock. Ding, ding, ding. A bit dazed. You are today's winner. That is the correct answer. Skyblock is really the only place where you need a passive mob farm. The rates of them just aren't high enough to be worth anything. They're way too difficult to build in a normal circumstance, so being able to destroy every bit of grass in your area is insane. The only way that it's ever worth it is in Skyblock. What about the Elder Guardian? I don't think I've found an ocean monument yet. We know that there's an ocean like over here somewhere. But I did not find, I think it's just past this jungle. Yeah, there it is. But I don't think that we've seen an ocean monument. When we went looking for, what was it? When we went looking for an ice spikes biome, did we fly over an ocean monument there? So yeah, we have not fought the Elder Guardian yet. However, I know the milk trick, so I don't foresee that being a particularly difficult fight. Minecart rolls. That's why the captions are broken. I could use that minecart rolling to actually find the cave. Yeah. I know where I'm at. The stronghold is right under here. I wish this swamp had a witch hut in it. That would be super cool. Because we come over here, this is how we get to the end. So we could just build one ender portal. Yeah, one portal. And then we'd have 2 points of interest. Yeah. I don't see one. Again, did we find one whenever we were hunting for ice spikes? Wish they would make elytra customization available with banner designs. That would be cool. I would love it if I could retexture my elytra to look like phoenix wings. Yo, what? Did we find this village? Oh yeah, no, I know this village. It's the village that was somehow cross-contaminated with ocean ruins. So yeah, if we have found an ocean monument, it's like forever away. Home sweet home. You can trade with a cartographer to get a monument map? Yeah, but like... I mean, you're right. But also... Does it give you the one that's nearest to you? Or does it just give you a monument? I'm sure girlfriend could do it. I mean, probably. But also... So Fisherman is the one that we're a maybe on, and he's actually the one that we have just chilling right here. I have no idea where his workstation is. I wanted to let him free to see if he'll try to go get his workstation. He keeps getting scared by the zombie. He clearly wants to walk over somewhere, but then he's getting scared by the zombie. I don't blame you, bud. I'm scared too. Okay, where'd he go? There he is. You think one of these barrels are his workstation? I don't know what time of day it is, so I don't know. It's late. It's probably past their working hours. Okay, so we need to set up a way. Okay. I know what I need to do. So the first thing that we need to do is we're going to need to wall in some of this. I am tired of the villagers being able to see barrels. I mean, that should do it. Let's go see if he reset. No. Just if they're present within range. It doesn't have to be line of sight. Interesting. Why don't you change the barrels to normal chests? I don't like normal chests. I much prefer the aesthetic of the barrel. Also, you can't have a normal chest underneath a glowstone lamp. I wonder if he's seeing the barrel that's right here. I wonder if he sees this one. Shulkers. Chest won't open under a lamp. I could have sworn they did. They do not. We tested it very thoroughly. So then we need to figure out librarian positioning. In my mind, I want what if we put, so we have the bamboo farm and the sugarcane farm that need to get added onto the main base, right? I need to just add like a utility room. The bamboo farm, what I think I want it to do is I think I want the bamboo farm to keep a furnace array totally stocked with stuff. So in my mind, so the bamboo farm needs to go right next to some sort of furnace array room. Because we're just going to take all of the bamboo and we're going to spread it evenly across a bunch of furnaces. We can put the bamboo farm opposite. I don't know if I like that. Huh. You can change them to shulkers. Oh, does shulkers open up under redstone lamps? I mean, it would just be under any solid block, right? I don't think they do. Now, I could put it sideways. Yeah? And then whenever I have to destroy it, it would just keep all the items inside of it. I kind of like that, TBH. Okay. Are we really about to replace every single barrel in our base with a shulker box? Why would you have to destroy a shulker? I mean, let's say I need to pick it up. Let's say I need to move it. Whenever I need to move a barrel, all of the carrots come exploding out of it, and then they just go everywhere, and it's a mess, and it messes up my inventory, and I have to spend so much time cleaning up my inventory just because I destroyed this barrel. But if it's a shulker, what's going on right now? A lot of base planning. But if it's a shulker, I'd just be able to be like, hey, it's inside the shulker. See, like, this is going to be a disaster. Blah. The actual worst. Well, see, that's fine. Oh, this one's not in the correct position. Yeah. I think I just lost it down there. Yep, I see it. And see, now if I ever had to destroy it for any reason, it just stays inside the shulker box. That's pretty nice. Does anyone know how many blocks a mob needs to drop for a one-hit kill? Trying to make a mob farm. It depends on which mobs you're trying to farm. But Gibeus, I would trust that, yeah. Like, Endermen require a further drop than, whatchamacallit, than, like, zombies and skeletons do. So then we don't need anymore. Okay. And that means we can leave this open. I don't know if I like the aesthetic as much, like the purple versus the barrel. And like I know that I can dye them and change their color, but I still don't know if I like it. What are you farming to drop? Oh, yeah, that guy. I'm particular to lava softeners. I like suffocating mobs because you can control that really tightly. If you're trying to soften a mob, yeah. Okay, so this dude over here, I wonder if his barrel has now been released. Hey, it has. One of these two barrels is definitely his workstation. And so now we can do super broken stuff because we've now zombified him and then purified him, I think 3 times. And so his string trade is 1. So 1 stack of string, and he immediately reset. And like, look at this. His raw salmon is 1. His raw cod is 1. This is so broken. I don't have any raw salmon or cod in there. I usually delete them. Sometimes I have some over here. There's cooked salmon. Actually, we don't need that anymore. We have our carrot trade up. Yeah. I don't have cooked salmon, or excuse me, raw salmon or raw cod anywhere. Although, the easiest thing to fish up in the world. Yeah. So, like, the string trade is inside of the dark room mob farm. So it's inside this room. But then the fishing trades are over here. Out of curiosity, fishing Minecraft. Outside of jungle. Okay, we're not in a jungle, so we could get raw cod, raw salmon, trop fish. So it's basically, we could get these 4 fish. And this is after 116. And then all of these things. Yo, without the saddles, you can actually filter everything. Like, you could have everything go into individual chests. Cod, salmon, tropical fish, pufferfish, all stack. Easy to filter. Bowls stack. Leather stacks. Flesh, stick, string, bones, ink sacs, and tripwire hooks all stack, and therefore can be easily filtered. Let's look at leather boots next. Leather boots, you can attempt to dispense them onto an armor stand. And then based on the delay caused by dispensing them on the armor stand, you could basically filter out boots versus not boots. So you can filter out boots. Water bottles. You can filter water bottles by running them into a brewing stand. And then same sort of thing happens. If it can enter the brewing stand, then it's a water bottle. If it can't, it's not a water bottle. And then what else? Fishing rods. Fishing rods would be the last thing that you would have to try to filter. And, you know, at that point, you've now filtered everything else. So fishing rods would be the only thing remaining. Additionally, you can still filter fishing rods, but just in a destructive way. Fishing rods are considered a burnable item. So you could use them as a fuel inside of furnaces. Well, then you just say run some raw salmon into that furnace, and then you attempt to put an item that you think might be a fishing rod into the furnace, and if it's a fishing rod, then it goes into the furnace and it gets consumed cooking the raw salmon. So without treasure, you can filter everything. with treasure. I mean, bows you could use for the furnace filter. The fishing rods here you could furnace filter. Name tags, nautilus shells, and lily pads are regular filters. So then the only things that can't be filtered are saddles and enchanted books with the treasure. So there's still an argument to using the fish farm. And it's also an experience farm. And I would argue that it's a very good food source for the early game. Raw salmon, I mean, raw salmon carried us through this hardcore world, until we got golden carrots. I don't know. We probably still keep the fishing farm right here. Zach, how's it going, man? Bro, Uskal, welcome back. I need to catch up on chat. Probably just zombie skeletons. I'll make the roof 2 blocks high not to get Enderman in there. Okay. I think zombies can't be taken down to a one-hit kill with a fist. Just due to how falling damage works, I think that zombies require 2 fist punches. Now, of course, you could ignore that and like sweeping edge swipe them down with your sword. You basically don't get books from fishing anymore. That's basically what the nerf was. Yep. May I ask, what is the creeper face in the hill? Somebody gave us like a funny little challenge, and I ended up responding to his challenge. He was like, make a monument to lava. And so I just made the creeper face lava thing in the hill. Yeah. Look at this. 1 raw salmon for an emerald, 1 raw cod for an emerald. That's insane. Good day to you, Nims. Hope you're well today. I am well today. I have, you know, there's what is it? The placebo effect. I'm imagining illnesses. It's cold. I'm turning on the heater. Yeah, I had a sniffly nose, and I was like, dude, I've got a sniffy nose. Do I have it? Do I have it? Nah, I'm fine. I still do have a sniffly nose, but... Okay, so we need to... I guess the first thing that we can do is we can get the librarians in position, and we can brute force it. So we're going to basically do the same thing. I'll drop a trap door. We also need more gold, just for the record. I don't know what we're gonna do with that fisher, but yeah, that's not what we wanted. And librarians require what? Or no, cleric. Clerics require brewing stands. So let's get the containment built. We'll do the containment while he gets cleansed, which means that we need golden carrots. Or excuse me, golden apples. Do we have any more blaze rods? It might be in this chest. Okay, we do. We might need a lot. I don't know. It'll be okay. And then all of our gold, which there is not much of. It's a bummer. I just tested, figured it out. Thanks, guys. I really had no clue. Yeah. Oof. Can we get one of you by like... Well, he's just dead. Maybe that wasn't the greatest of ideas. Not again. Not again. I'm not doing this again. We got out of the minecart and it put me in that room. My heart skipped a beat. We almost died like 3 streams ago from exactly that thing. Man, interacting with this is terrifying. Well, after we moved Bradley in, I don't know if they started breeding. I never checked it, so I guess now's our time to check how nearly died. Cramming took us down and popped our totem. I then spammed rockets to escape and ended up face planting into a wall and blowing through all of my absorption. And after I face planted into the wall, after my totem had popped, I hit half a heart. Yeah, I got the clip right here. Like, look at this. No, I did not want to fly in. This is a problem. Yep. Oh my god. We almost just died. Half a heart. Again, one more time. I'm like, no. Watch our health. It did. So we're full. We've got 6 armor, protection like 12. Cramming just pops us right there. Then we go down to 3.5 hearts, and right there we hit half a heart in hardcore. Yup. Yup. Insane. So yeah, that villager breeder, deadly. So, we're just gonna have to wait, because the minecart put me inside, and I was not about to do that again. So we just started swinging. Oh, okay. Are they breeding? You make it a baby? Make me a baby. Okay, cool. You made me a baby. Awesome. Wait, what happens if you kill a baby? What happens if you kill a baby? Does he get converted into a baby zombie villager? Okay, we'll just let him chill. No. Chill. But not that far. You're chilling too far away. Okay. But not this close. Okay. So we're just waiting on this guy to reach adulthood, and then we'll murder him, and then we'll cleanse him, and then we'll murder him and cleanse him, murder him and cleanse him, murder him and cleanse him, until I hate you and your kind so much. And chat, you can quote me on that. No! No! I shot a wolf! I hate you and your kind so much. Thankfully, it wasn't one of our named wolves. I think the baby just dies. Alright, well then. We're just gonna leave him right there and let him reach adulthood. We'll set up the same trading. In hindsight, I don't think I like the end rod here. It feels obnoxious to me. I feel like I'm constantly clipping on it and it gets in the way. I don't like it. Instead, I think I'm gonna use rails. But then we have a new issue that gets presented. And that's light. So I think I want the block that the villagers are standing on. I don't think I can do anything about it here. Okay, I got a torch behind Cheryl's head. I got a torch behind Dana's head. I think we're good. But in the future, I think I want them to be standing... Nah, they need to be standing on something that tells me not to move the block. Free Bradley. Yo, you literally just eat food and then make babies. That's your entire life right now. Like, why are you complaining? Is that not fulfilling enough? There should be a cheat to disable wandering traders. I would love that. Wait, is there? Game... I don't want to do this. I want to see. Game rule, do wandering... I didn't see anything. Game rule, wandering, do... I mean, there's one for patrol spawning, but there's not one for wandering traders. Oh, wait. No, there was. Do trader spawning. Well, in the redstone world, we want that disabled. Is that cheaty, though? Because if I were to say, hey, here's how to build a thing, but then it's possible for a wandering trader to spawn and ruin it, isn't that like, by disabling, excuse me, hiccup, by disabling traders, aren't I kind of cheating and like super simplifying that process? Yeah, cheats. You can't get a bed, Bradley, that's for sure. Okay, so we know. Yeah. I need brewing stations. Oh, we already made those. You shouldn't disable it. Yeah, I agree. No cheating. It is cheats. In a redstone world, yeah, I'm going to disable the crap out of it. But in a real world, I think we need to keep it on because I think it's the same thing as needing to light up your world. In addition to being safe from zombies, I also need to be safe from wandering traders. Okay, so once we do our thing with him, we want a cleric set up. How did we build this before? It's basically a bunch of granite indicating don't mess with this little container. Okay. And I think that this technically, yeah. Look at that leaf stone. That is non-ironically leaf stone. We are using leaf stone for real in this world. I mean, if we wanted to be real, this is all unnecessary. So here's the space that we actually have. I just don't have room for that. That's the back of the redstone. Okay. I love the granite aesthetics. Thanks, man. At some point, I do want to go through and I want to clean up a lot of the cobblestone. And I want to... Oh, I didn't mean to fall. I want to clean up a lot of the cobblestone. Get rid of a lot of this diorite. It just didn't work. The granite against the stone brick actually looks better than I expected it to. Okay, so we want 2 clerics. Pretty much as close as possible to the rotten flesh trade. Why that compact? My whole world is compact. Like, if we take a look at this, I have like 20 different redstone builds in this area. And like, they all feed into each other. There's a ton of synergy between them all. Everything is working in unison with everything else. And you really only get that to happen whenever you build compactly. Start with your farm whenever you start the beautification project. Deal. How's it going, Gareth? How are you, man? Stone brick with some windows would go a long way. Some spruce borders. Yeah, okay. Alright, so we want... I don't think this matters. Yeah, clearly not. I don't know what that white is. That white might actually be something. No, the white should just be aesthetic. Ooh, there's some redstone on top of cobble. That's a problem. I kind of want to go change that. That scares me. Trying to figure out what I can destroy in my inventory. There's a lot of sloppy redstone here. Okay, anyway, now we can kind of seal this back up. So we need a cleric. We need him to be standing. So the cleric is definitely standing right here. So then we have a brewing stand, and we'll probably need to modify this. But the brewing stand will go there. Our brewing stand's considered... If you destroy the block out from underneath the brewing stand, does the brewing stand get destroyed? No. Okay. So then we want a jack-o'-lantern there. No. It'll be okay. So we go there. Stone brick slab, and then a rail on top of it, and then I actually do want these to be... Because zombie... I don't know if they can still do this, but zombies used to be able to attack through corners. Okay, so we're putting the cleric in there. Wait, I built this wrong. And now I've got myself spooked. Okay, that didn't need to... That was important. Okay, that's better. Okay, so we know if we're bringing this back out, we can open this back up. And then I need to go get some more granite. I don't know how much granite I have left. With clerics, can their trades get ruined? So, let's see. We would have a rotten flesh trade, a redstone trade. It's possible that we get this turtle shell trade. We would really want the glass bottles and ender pearl trade. But everything else, the important trades, the likelihood of us selling off glass bottles is pretty slim. Maybe on like a long enough time scale we will, but that's super unlikely. The likelihood of needing to buy ender pearls is very small. So the important trades are rotten flesh for emeralds, emeralds for redstone, gold for emeralds, and then emeralds for glowstone. Those are the easy trades to get. And then potions of enchanting can also be interesting, and you can't miss any of those. You only have the chance to miss on this tier, and yeah, I'm not concerned about missing on that tier. So clerics, we don't need to worry about re-rolling their trades, which means that we can just build this start to finish full, complete Dunzor. Cool. How did you get moved? Okay. The brewing stand is closest to him. Nims, can you get me dimensions for the farm? What do you mean, the farm? Schmango Schmango. Take care, man. I think it's like a 7x7 interior, 9x9 exterior, 5 tall roof, 2 block overhang. I think that's the core of it. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 9. It's a 9x9 farm area, makes that 11x11 for the overall build. Roof 5 blocks up, then with a 2 block overhang. And then the back is a 1, 2, 3, 4 by, it should be 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's a 4x5 I don't know, cylinder on the back of it. The Hunting Hunter. How's it going, man? Okay, we're still waiting on him to grow up. So that way we can murder him, and then heal him, and then murder him, and then heal him, and then murder him, and heal him. Alright. Sounded like a lot of Endermen. That's basically what I did on the other side. There's another shulker I need to replace. Or another barrel I need to replace with a shulker. Might be a better way of... Oh, hey. Now you can die. Enjoy your death. The zombie is tracking me and not the villager. I need to get him, like, properly inside. Alright. Can you chill, eyebrows? Damn, dude. Okay. Now he should be dead. Cool. We'll come back in a minute. Yeah, he just got murdered. Okay. That actually was way faster than I expected it to be. No, not into the sun. Stop hitting me. You're gonna burn. Okay, dude. Listen here. I need to go get an apple. Which thankfully we should have tons of inside the tree farm. Yeah. Well, welcome to the Discord, Uskal. 3 more golden apples, so we can do this 3 times. That's it, though. That's the end of our gold supply. Is there a different way that we could be farming golden apples? So I wanted to replace the barrel that's inside. God, we have multiple barrels inside here. Multiple. 1, 2, 3, 4 barrels. Can you open a barrel with a trapdoor on top of it? Or excuse me, can you open a shulker with a trapdoor on top of it? No. So this one, I don't know how I'm going to get to open. Because we need the trapdoor because it's keeping the hopper minecart in place. Maybe that one can just be a chest? I'm gonna have it upside down or sideways? Well, then it wouldn't open here. We can't have it be a chest. Oh god, this one might not be replaceable either. Does a shulker bounce a hopper minecart? Does a shulker bounce a minecart? Okay, a shulker does. Good. This one can be a shulker. But this is gonna be complicated. Cool, it still bounces back and forth. It's exactly what we wanted to see. And we've got another one down there. My god, dude. I don't think we even need this one anymore. I mean, I don't think we use... We kind of do. Okay. Upside down would work. Would it? Okay. Okay, dude got cleansed. I'm kind of interested. And where he sees his workstation. I think we need to just go sleep. Now that I've joined the Discord, I might as well share a photo of the creeper plushie sewed some months ago if anyone's interested. Dude, my girlfriend will definitely be interested. That's amazing. Okay, so I have no idea where this guy's workstation is. Judging by how he's pathing, we can guess that it's... Okay. It's probably inside here somewhere. It's probably one of this. It might also be below, because I think we use barrels. God. Villagers and barrels, man. They are not compatible. Where'd he go? I have to assume that it's one of them. Yeah. Okay, so that means we also need chests. This is good to know. But boy golly, is it obnoxious. Fishermen are barrels, so it might be the ones you are working on. Right. That's what I'm hoping. We have plenty of shulker boxes here. Let's grab like 5. I'm gonna place down this shulker box because I don't want to be like hunting through my inventory. So the first one that we're gonna be able to do, let's go ahead and do this. And then we'll pop this guy out. Cool. And then this will we'll just put that bone meal back in. Put the chest back in, and there we go. Now we have a shulker box there. That composter, there's not a lot that we can do about it. Is that all of it? don't think you can fish any of this stuff up. Okay. And then this one. And then we have these barrels. Mistakes were made with these barrels, dude. %100% should not have used barrels. God, look at all this redstone built on top of cobblestone. Disgusting. Okay, where's our new villager? Don't worry, you're gonna regret using composters next. There's nothing I can do about them. So these guys are next. My inventory. My inventory. Is this the arrow filter? It is. Where'd that villager go? Any ideas? Villager. Villager. Oh, hey. You don't have a workstation anymore. You come over here because it's the closest that you can get to another village? Alright. I can respect that. But then, like, if you were on your way over here, why didn't you see these two barrels? This fisher only can claim one of them. Is he trying to get as close as he can to iron golems? Let's go. Have a good night, man. Come back. No, come back. You make me hate my life. Where are you going? Oh my god, you're actually an idiot. This might have worked out in our favor. Yeah. Oh, no. I mean, we know the barrel that he's at. He's at one of these two, for sure. Which workstation? I think this one's his workstation. So I think that we destroy this. And I want to get... Oh, God. All of that just exploded and fell right into this water stream and then went wherever that water stream is going to take it. Oh, that's an interesting texture on the bottom. I believe that goes into the melon farm. I believe. Do you watch Filza? I've never heard of it before, so I'm gonna say nah. How's that possible? Where does it go? Okay, so into this water stream goes up. Oh, it should go into the composter. That's where it is. Oh god, I'm just throwing it back into the system. Should be poppies only. Okay, we got it. This one goes up attempts to convert the poppy, places the poppies into the chest. If you can't place them into the chest, it composts them. And now this guy has no trade. Woo! Poppy's waterline. Yeah, we got it. Okay, so what we really need to do is we really need to get him locked into a brewing stand. So while he has no trade, let's go make another brewing stand. Maybe we make a couple. We make a couple of brewing stands, and then, yeah, let's put these back there. And let's try to get him. Okay, cool. Oh, dude, what a sick cleric robe. I don't know which one's his, but it doesn't really matter. We'll just destroy them both. And now we'll get him locked in, because we're going to sell him a bunch of rotten flesh, right? How come he has so many levels? He doesn't? He's level 1. Wow. We burned through that super quick. Oh, how come I have so many levels? Not the cleric. I thought you were talking about the cleric. I was so confused. I have a really robust experience farm here. It converts, we have a skeleton spawner that's underneath this concrete slab. Skeleton spawn, go into a water stream, go up this cobblestone. It's a bubble elevator. You can kind of see it here. So they go up this bubble elevator, across this stream, and then they fall down into the room here. And then we have some wolves that are owned by the player. So when they kill the skeletons, and wolves attack skeletons by default, when the wolves kill the skeletons, they drop experience. And this happens completely automatically. So I, the player, just need to be within range of that experience. And of course, I also need to be within range of the skeleton spawner. So I very precisely built a room where everywhere inside of this room, you can stand and the experience will make it to you, your player. And everywhere inside of this room also keeps the skeleton spawner active. So as long as I'm in this room, skeletons are spawning and experience can reach me. Cool. So then I just AFK in this room and get a bunch of levels. Well, if I'm AFKing in this room, I should build a bunch of AFK farms, shouldn't I? So we have an AFK fishing farm, we have an AFK tree farm, we have an AFK nano farm, an AFK cobblestone generator, an AFK concrete converter, it does both, an AFK netherwort farm, and an AFK pumpkin carver, all in this room. So I really want to be AFK in this room, and then I get 1 billion levels. I'm just an idiot. It's okay. Glug, glug, glug. Dude, I'll just buy that redstone. I don't even care. Big brain plays? Well, thanks. What's also really cool is because we have, it's not just a bulk of experience. So it's not like you run a bunch of stuff in through a furnace and then boom, the furnace gives you 30 levels. It's not like that. It is a constant, steady flow of experience, which means that I can take off all of my armor, pop on let's say this is a Mending Unbreaking 3 pickaxe, right? And then I can AFK here for forever, and the experience that's being generated by the Skeleton Experience Grinder will be more than enough to keep my pickaxe fully repaired for as long as I want to AFK. Similarly, the tree farm uses a woodcutting axe to do the same thing. So you would imagine that on see our pickaxe or our regular woodcutting axe has full durability. I jump up in here, we offhand, let me make sure it's in axe mode. Okay, it is in axe mode. We jump up in here, and we really want a bunch of wood. And it doesn't matter if it's stripped, we just need the wood. We jump up in here, we position ourselves perfectly, we hold right click, we hold left click, and then it just works. And now pay attention to the durability of my axe. You can see the durability bar appear and then disappear. Well, it disappears when it's full durability. So you'll notice that it'll disappear, then reappear, then disappear and reappear as I cut down the tree. That's because the experience from the Skeleton Experience Farm behind me is more than enough to keep my woodcutting axe topped out on durability through mending. It's way more than what I need to run my tree farm. So yeah, there's even cool side effects. There's cool new builds that I can make because of this. Oh, dude, you still haven't visited your workstation? What are you doing with your life? Oh, there's a torch there. Okay, use your workstation. Reset your trade. Okay, let's go ahead and take a nap. Skip the night, and then we'll purify and, or we'll zombify and purify him again. How long have you had this world? I think our in-game time is like right next to 20 days. But obviously I AFK in this world all the time. That's what this world is designed to do. It's designed to just be this insane 19.35 days. Yeah, so nearly 20 days. But you gotta think, I'm AFKing in this world overnight. I go to sleep and leave this world running. You know what? Fine. You don't want to reset your trades? It's not the correct hour for him to reset his trades, for the record. You know what? I want to wait. I'm going to wait. So, yeah. I would guess that we have 5 days of in-game time and 15 days of AFK time. You could do an AFK Furnace XP farm nearly as well. No. Furnaces require player interaction. Therefore, you cannot use furnaces to supply your mending tools while you're AFK. The whole point of this room is to build a ton of experience, and a trickle of it, it needs to flow into the player. It needs to be constant. So that way they can run something like the tree farm or the cobblestone farm without needing tool replacements. It also works with the pumpkin carver. We have Unbreaking 3 mending shears. Use your workstation. Where are you getting XP from? The skeleton grinder. Yep. Because the wolves are owned by the player, they cause any mob that the wolf kills drops experience, and it's rare drops. Wolves attack skeletons and wither skeletons by default. The player doesn't need to interact. Wolves need the player to interact to kill any other mob. Well, not true. I think they'll attack, sheep by default. But that's only if it's a untrained wolf. So yeah. So the wolves will attack the skeletons by default, requiring no player interaction, killing the skeleton, dropping experience, all without player interaction. Alright, there we go. Yeah. Do you play on Nim's Patreon server? Yeah, he does. I think him and Castle are playing on it right now. The server is regular vanilla survival, not factions or something stupid. No. I mean, I guess I'll buy all the glowstone, because I've got the emeralds, right? Do you ever AFK on this world without being at your PC? All the time. Basically, I mean, the 15 days of AFK, that's basically how I've gotten them in. I mean, selling glass bottles, selling the ender pearls. I think we got all the trades that we were interested in. I mean, just because I can, right? Not that I need it. Yeah. So I AFK. I'll go to sleep. In real life, I will AFK in this world while I sleep. Yeah. And this room is it's built in a very precise way that keeps the player safe while I'm AFK. The experience orbs make it to the player. The timer that controls the skeleton grinder is so tight that you can see that this skeleton has his bow drawn, but he resets before he can actually fire his bow. That keeps me and the player, it keeps the player and the wolves safe. Huh? How do you avoid dying if you run out of food? I usually AFK at the fishing farm overnight. I don't do long sessions at the, I don't do long sessions at the cobblestone generator or the tree farm, specifically for that reason. Okay, this guy's good. We're gonna get him infected, and then we're gonna cleanse him again. Alright, you're amazing. Now, go die. And then let me cleanse you again. What about skeletons with thorns armor? That's a guy that knows what's up. Jay Tully, he's big brain as well. So skeletons can, based on your game difficulty and your local difficulty, come on, dude, just kill the villager. Based on your game difficulty and your local difficulty, skeletons can spawn with armor. That armor can be enchanted. That enchant can be thorns. And no, stop. What are you doing? Why am I not able to stop him? He's like gaining momentum. That was the strangest thing in my life. Okay. Oh no! No, come back! Don't burn! He's gonna die. He's gonna die because he's actually an idiot. How do we get him safe? Are you stalled? Mobs can't walk over rails. Are you good? Are you chill? I thought he was dead for sure, man. Yeah, but to finish answering your question, amazing. If I wanted to AFK at the tree farm or the cobblestone generator for a long period of time, I would rotate my beacon to have the regeneration effect. And maybe that's something that we just build really quick anyway as we go regen and protection, just so that way we have as much survivability as possible. I mean, hell, I kind of like the idea of just doing that right now. I'm not a big fan of the haste unless I'm trying to insta-mine things. Do you think we could go... Okay, chat room. Here's the thing. Next person to sub or to gift a sub. Or donate. You know, that's fine. Next person to sub, to gift a sub, or donate will get that cleric named after them. And I need this to happen because I need to go down and I need to change my beacon. And I don't want to go that far away. Have you heard that they are fishing AFK farms? AFK fishing farms. Yes, I have. It seems like treasure is just not going to be worth it anymore. It's definitely possible to, we'll just come get it real quick. It's definitely going to be possible to set up a treasure-based AFK fishing farm, for sure. But the question is, how efficient will it be? Will it be worth the time it takes? There's a bunch of questions about it. All right, blah, blah. There it is.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Gareth Lore is a slow and insidious killer. I spell that right? G-A-R-E-T-H-L-O-R-E. Gareth Lore is now going to be our new cleric. Boom. Thank you so much, Gareth Lore. You're a freaking legend, man. Yo, I'm actually super excited. Just as a quick aside, I'm super excited for the quarantine because Gareth Lore sent me a Nintendo GameCube and a bunch of old GameCube and N64 games, and also one of those power packs that allows you to play Game Boy games on your N64. I am so excited to just... we're stuck in quarantine anyway, chat room. Like, let's be honest with ourselves. We're not leaving the house. We're socially isolating. But even if we're honest again, I didn't really leave the house all that often before the quarantine. So I am super excited to have this quarantine and then to just sit down. Okay, you want to know a little factoid about me? I've never played any Legend of Zelda game. Asterisk. I played Breath of the Wild for 10 minutes on a friend's Switch. Outside of that, I've never played any Zelda game ever. So anyway, have you heard that they're fixing AFK fishing farms? Yeah. you're still going to be able to get all the fish. You're still going to be able to get all the junk. You're just losing treasure, and the good things from treasure that you're losing, and there we go, are... I mean, it got cheaper again, but just not... Okay, you're definitely going to get converted a second time. And we should definitely be converting them in the night. In the dark of the night, people will find you. Do, do, do. In the dark of the night, people will do. Revenge will be sweet when my curse is complete. In the dark of the night. Okay, but we've experienced this once, and we're not going to experience it again. You. Also sent you Uno on Steam today. I challenge you and Castle and James and Eyebrows and Flamewheel and anyone else who wants to play. We still need to play Scythe, man. Okay, let's push this zombie back. That way he won't walk on top of the rail anymore, which will allow us to push the villager in. And then hopefully get him murdered. Okay. Anastasia was a dope movie. Dude, I appreciate you. Do you plan on doing Hardcore MC 100 on this world? I don't know what that is. Could you tell me? Ilmango made one that's 6 times slower. Yeah, we checked it out at the beginning of the stream. Honest, and you don't have to believe me here, but like, oath on my life, I had that exact design. I deleted the world. I wish I hadn't, but the minimum dimensions for the water are 5 by 5 by 2. So you need to have 2 deep water. And then it's like, okay, well then if you can't have string or any other apparatus above it, the player needs to be sitting, like standing above the water and then throwing his bobber something like this. Like you need to throw the bobber. I don't have my fishing rod on me, but you would need to throw the bobber like right here, have it collide with the block to fall straight down in the middle of the 5 by 5 by 2 of water. And then you need to manipulate this block here, so that way it overrides the right click function of the player, so that way zombie villager groans. You need to override the right click function of the player, just like normal. Is he in the minecart? Is it the correct dude? Nice. Sick, dude. You're actually sick. Alright, Gareth. We need you. I need you. Walk this way, talk this way. How do I? Awkward. Got it. Okay. Come on, Gareth. 100% completing hardcore Minecraft. Okay. I was not aware that that was a thing. Like, what do you define as completing it? I guess that's the other question, right? I need another splash potion of weakness. Yeah, what do you define as completing Minecraft? I don't have to worry about him despawning now. I need Spider Eye there. I do this every time. We need 3 water bottles. 1, 2, 3. I also said, oh yeah, I read that. I need gunpowder next. All achievements. Okay. I don't think I've ever looked at any of the achievements for this game. Is that advancements? Dude, I have no idea how this works. Strike a villager with lightning. Okay. Ooh, that one would be difficult. So kill a ghast in the overworld is basically what that one is. I guess I'm working on the Diamond Hoe one. We have a Diamond Hoe somewhere named Chat Room. Yeah. I'm sure I could build a farm that does that for me. Guess we only needed one of these because we only have the one golden apple remaining. Hydrate is out of stock. Sign of the times. Oh, sorry, not sorry. Okay, here we go. Gareth lore. Get cleansed, buddy. Hidden advancements. Okay. The advancements are a waste of time on this game. Fair. But, like, yeah, it's a fun side project. Like, our world is maturing very nicely. And at some point in the very near future, I mean, well, we're already broken, right? Like, I go swimming in lava for fun. Yeah? Like, we just come over here and we're just like, yo, what up? Hey, how's it going? I'm Nims, and welcome to my stream. This is what I do. I'm a phoenix, and I need to bathe in fire regularly in order to, boost my life force. Yeah, look at me. I can do this, but the zombies, they're just posers. So, like, we're already broken, right? I could just chill in the lava for, like, I think the math is something like 5 minutes. So anyway, having the achievements would give us an interesting secondary objective now that we're broken. And it would force us to experience parts of the game that we normally wouldn't experience. I'm waiting to not be on fire to get all my health back. That's good enough. Flat. We want regen and what? Resistance? That keeps us alive the longest. Maybe we don't want another one so that way we do have the haste effect. I don't know. Or maybe we want resistance 2. There's a chance that I can now swim in lava even longer. Oh, wait, actually 100% I can swim in lava longer. Look, there's iron. This one's a pretty big, like, underground water. I can't move too much. There is a chance we die here, because, like, look at how much area underneath there is. This is a stealthy lava lake, dude. It's actually gigantic. What about this one? There's redstone. My armor enchants. Protection 4, Unbreaking, Mending. Protection 4, Unbreaking, Mending. Protection 4, Unbreaking, Mending. Protection 4, Unbreaking, Mending. Feather Falling. Actually, now that we have regen, I think I can sit in here forever? Until my armor durability runs out. Yeah, look at this. I'm not losing health. I wonder if you would be able to keep up the durability on your armor using the experience farm. And then it would be running out of food would become the problem. I was catching up on chat, sorry. Don't know if you still can, but you used to be able to use up a hoe by holding right click on 4 dirt blocks. Interesting. Okay, there's Gareth. Just chilling. My dude. And he's down to 13. But I don't have any more gold to... Do I care? Literally everything else. I guess the netherwart's at 3. Do I care to take this down any lower? Nah, I don't think we do. Because I mean, I'm gonna have so much rotten flesh that it's kind of a non-issue. That needs to boost him. Y'all know where we put our... This is what I was looking for. Because if he got stuck right here, he just dies. So we need him to go super fast. To fly in there, and then to land. Yep, that's exactly what I expected. Flawless. I'm struggling to destroy his minecart. Where did my thing go? There we go. Push it back just a little bit. Put that in. Pull that back. Gareth lore. I really hope that you see that brewing station as your... Let's destroy these. Because you definitely still saw these as your workstation. So I'm hoping that you'll see the one behind you as your new workstation. And you just did. Yes! Nims, why did you get rid of the ender rods? They just got in the way. And it was a little awkward. These do the exact same thing, but they clip with the experience so much less. It works better. And see, now we can... Gareth Lore the Master! Yeah, I didn't like the look, I didn't like the functionality. It blocked me, the player, from interacting with the villager. It blocked, It blocked the experience from being able to escape. It didn't work. Is that faster? Oh no. Like, check that out. There's Gareth lore in position, 100%. And then we need to do the same thing for a second villager right here. And let's name it Blablam. Same thing to get him into position. And we'll have another cleric. Yeah, cool, dude. And then we can clearly... Alright, video game. Chill. How to escape. Yeah, dude, this is sick. This is actually sick. I still think it's funny how they made rails look like solid blocks to mob. Like, in what situation would it cause issues if it wasn't considered a solid block by a mob? When they made that change, the quickest or the most common way, not the quickest, but the most common way of moving through the nether was through rail tracks, just giant rail tracks. But the problem was zombie pigmen were standing on and spawning in your rail tracks. So you would go to jump in. Sorry, I got a message from girlfriend. So you would get in your hopper mine, or you would get in your minecart, and then you'd start yourself down your way, and then you'd go AFK, right? You go make a quick sandwich, you might go to the bathroom, and then 2 minutes later, you would come back and you would arrive at your destination. But the problem was, a zombie pigman would be spawned on the track, you'd bump the zombie pigman, and then he'd send you back to where you started from, and you never arrived at your destination. My OCD, one side is 1 cobble and the other side is 2 cobble. I mean, all of this is going to get replaced at some point. I think we might be able to do it now, which is a little dangerous. Okay, how's that feel? Clearly, this one's still going to have a villager get added. But how you feel about it? Like above the cleric? Oh, dude, that's the inner workings. We don't care about how that looks. What have you done to me? Yo, you're my master. You're the rotten flesh OG. What are you talking about? What have I done to you? You're gonna be one of the most common villagers. I need to trade with you so much because you're gonna give me so much redstone. I've seen it. I can never forget about it. What do you? Okay, let's look at what he's talking about, chat room. I don't have diorite to replace that. Does that make you happier? Oh, or is it this that bothers you? How's that? Is it happy now? Is that better? Okay. Okay, so we need to get another cleric in here. Oh, dude, it scared me because he doesn't have like a... It's like a neck thing, and it's kind of hard to see at times. There's like one of those items that we destroyed is like... on client side, it's not burning. Or excuse me, on client side it's burning, but server side it's not. I'm your interior and exterior designer. Okay. He's going to trade you in for another Cheryl. Don't let him lie to you. No, no way. Look at how good Garethor is as a villager. Okay. Well, I'll pick this up. Where's our rails? Here. Good job, Eyebrows. I wish Eyebrows was here to see what we're having him do. Just murder people over and over. I love it. Is it just me, or does it seem like this trade can go on longer after you get the X? I'm the best at whatever I am. Yeah, if I'm a zombie, I'm the best zombie. You are a triple X zombie cleric, making your trades ridiculously cheap. I don't know, we're kind of burning through that rotten flesh a little bit faster than I expected. But like, check that out. We can do that, we can do that. This is all off of the back of Gareth lore. Planning on making a raid farm tomorrow and becoming emerald rich? Stonks. That would be sick, dude. I think that would be a lot of fun. I think maybe having like, maybe that's something we do. I have the thought, I just need to put it into words. Do raid farms and witch farms work in unison? Will the pillagers reduce the rates of the witch farm? Because I would like to build a witch farm, and I'd also like to build a raid farm, but I don't want to build a bunch of different AFK stations. I like all my stuff to work in unison, right? Well, this all clearly works in unison. All of it works together. But the witch farm and a pillager farm, because I'm going to need to get more Totems of Undying, so I definitely want a raid farm. I definitely want a raid farm so that way I can farm totems. But like, what other requirements does that have around it? We also want an ice farm, which ice and witches are mutually exclusive. We're not going to be able to do those at the same time. Or at least it's very unlikely that we'd be able to do them at the same time. You'd have to have like an extreme hills or like a snow biome immediately next to the swamp. And then the witch hut would have to be right on the edge of that swamp. Oh, well, witches spawn during raid, so bada bang, bada boom. Yeah, but not very much. I want enough witches that I don't have to worry about redstone anymore. But I mean, that said, this is working pretty well. Like, no redstone? 24 redstone. Like, Gareth lore is just gonna carry us. I could also buy bottles of enchanting. I could also buy, like, ender pearls. Gareth lore. Clerics are broken, dude. I'm just turning rotten flesh into, like, into ender pearls, into glowstone, into redstone. It's insane. And I could also turn them into bottles of enchanting, lapis lazuli. Actually insane. Then what happens with skellies that burn? What do you mean, skellies that burn? Nims, could you enlighten me on what else is on your to-do list besides adding in that cleric? Okay, so I want a raid farm for sure, because I want a way of farming Totems of Undying. I want to move the sugarcane farm and the bamboo farm to be a part of the base proper, so somewhere over here. The bamboo farm, I wanted to set it up in a way that I can quickly make scaffolding, but I also want the bamboo to run a furnace array, so that way I can just quickly and easily, smelt some stuff in the furnace. The sugarcane farm needs to have a relatively close proximity to the gunpowder, so that way I can make rockets, and it also needs to be positioned in a way that we can convert it. We could sell the paper that we get from the sugarcane farm to villagers, to librarians specifically, and they get all of our book enchants that we want, which means that we're going to need to breed up a lot of villagers. Do a ton of trades with them to get the trades that we want before 116, because 116 is going to break the treasure aspect of fishing farms, so we won't be able to get all of the enchanted books anymore. So we're going to need to find villagers to be able to do that for us in 1.16. Bamboo farm, furnace array, sugarcane plus traders plus enchanted books. I'll probably, opposite the furnace array, I'll probably build an enchanting room, because once we lose the ability to fish up enchants, we're going to have to start playing with enchanted books from the furnace room, or from an enchanted room. I need to get 3 more villagers over into this area, a toolsmith, an armorer, and a weaponsmith, to be able to sell my iron and to get all the diamond gear from. And then I want to enclose this base. I want to be able to live here. I'm still living out of my crappy little starter hut. I want to be able to live in this base proper. And that means putting up a bunch of walls, adding a bunch of like mob-defining trenches, so mobs won't cross. As an example, mobs don't cross rails. So we could rail the entirety around our base and mobs won't cross it. So, yeah. And I also want to build a bunch of stuff over in this area of the base because it's pretty sparse. And this is where the iron golems are. So I want something over here that's kind of interesting to look at or move through. So, yeah. Raid farm, bamboo farm, furnace array, sugarcane farm, villager trading hall. Finish the base. Make it livable. I think that's a pretty good to-do list. Continue lighting up all the caves that are below us to increase the rates of our darkroom spawner that much more. Skeletons shouldn't burn. They're made of bone, not wood or fatty flesh. Fair. But that would make the game harder for a lot of people. Yeah, I think it's already... I have a friend who I've been watching play for the first time. She struggles. She'll like stream in Discord while we're all hanging out and talking. And she struggles fighting like 2 zombies at once. Two zombies. And she calls drowned zombies drowners, and I think that's hilarious. And she called witches wizards. She's like, oh yeah, I gotta fight these wizards. It's like, it's not quite. Nope, you're close. And it's been a lot of fun to see the game, you know, because she's playing it for the first time in 2020. And it's been really interesting to watch that. But I 100% agree. She already struggles with, like, creepers living into the daytime on a normal world. If she had to fight skeletons in the daytime on a normal world, she wouldn't be able to do it. Make a raid farm, then a guardian farm. Oh yeah, guardian farm. That's something else I need to do. Guardian farm. I want to fight another wither. So that way we can... I want to get all of the beacon effects running simultaneously. I think that's a fair want. You missed the first part of the conversation, Nims. I originally said that zombies shouldn't die when they burn. They should turn into skeletons when the flesh is burnt off the bones. Ah, that would be cool. Dude, that would actually be sick. and then skeletons don't burn. But those skeletons wouldn't be... They wouldn't have bows because they were zombies. So they'd have to punch the player. So they'd be weak. So like a brittle skeleton. Yeah, dude, that could be a cool idea. Like, when zombies die from burning to death in sunlight, they convert into brittle skeletons. Brittle skeletons and regular skeletons are the same thing for all intents and purposes, but brittle skeletons don't have a weapon and have much less health. But then they survive in the daytime. That would be cool. This village raider has me, and I'm going to redesign the looks as a proof of concept. Oh, do it. And then send it to me in Discord, 100%. My nephew just sits in front of a skeleton with his shield up and lets the reflected arrows kill the skeleton. Your nephew is a freaking genius. Brittle skeleton, 5% chance to spawn into a weather skeleton. It could. You also missed the end. The skeletons could still have a fear of sunlight, causing them to... No, I did read that. I just didn't respond to that one. I don't know. It still makes sense for skeletons to burn in sunlight, because I imagine that there's still a little bit of juicy bits on them, right? It's not just bone, right? There's still a little bit of cartilage. There's maybe a little bit of flesh hanging off, but it's not a lot. Like, it's still a skeleton. It's not a zombie. It's still a skeleton, but he's still got like some cartilage. He's still got some joints, maybe a little bit of flesh, maybe, you know. But a brittle skeleton, it would basically be a new mob type. And I think that would be super cool, because we never get to see skeletons with like punching people. That just doesn't exist in base Minecraft right now. The functionality exists, but the actual mechanic doesn't. You can't obtain that in vanilla. And I think that would be cool. And the zombies can have weapons sometimes too. Right. And then the brittle skeleton would have that weapon. I think that'd be super cool. Anything that the zombie has, the brittle skeleton has. And then you make skeletons, you don't change those at all. The regular skeletons, absolutely the same. But a brittle skeleton, that would be sick, dude. I like this. I like it. Okay. That is going to be where we end the stream. Honestly, it would basically just be a reskin of the zombie. A little bit weaker. Maybe make them a little bit faster. You know, I think skeletons are faster than zombies. If you can make the AI a little bit smarter, I think that would be cool. Like, a brittle skeleton doesn't always try to just beeline towards the player. Maybe he hides a little bit and he like follows the player for a short period of time and then he attacks. Yeah. That'd be cool. Like, you get stalked by the brittle skeleton. That would be actually sick. So, yeah. Anyway, this is going to be the end of the stream. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Huge shout out to Gareth Lore with the gifted subs, and James Wargle with the tier 1 for 25 months. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for the love and support today. Chat room, we are having really high streams. If you haven't already, be sure to hit the follow button. I would really appreciate it. And join the Discord if you want to hang out with the community more, like after hours hangouts. So thanks again. I will see you. Let's see, it's Thursday. I will see you again, same time, same place, tomorrow night. Take care.